Hey guys, SirVern back here, and today I am reviewing Biomutant for the PS5. Some people don't agree that you should review a game if you have not beaten a game. I have mixed feelings on that, but I'm going to go ahead and do that with this game, but just keep that in mind, I did not beat it. I always like to give a game, I used to say 10 hours, but you know, about 5 hours. If it hasn't captured my interest, or if I'm not loving the game, I simply have too many games to, suffer through it. So normally, and I don't do this with many games, I just can't do this one, okay? And I'll give some reasons why, but I'm going to go through the same categories I always do: graphics, performance, gameplay / story, replayability, fun factor. Give them a score from 1 to 10. Average them up and talk about the game a little bit. So graphics, 8 out of 10. I think they're pretty good. They're not perfect. This originally came out on PS4, so 7th gen I think that is. And then this is a PS5 enhanced version. It's got 4K, has a few different like performance options, performance 4K 30 and then 4K unlocked. So anyway, you have your choice. So 8 out of 10. Performance, I give a 9. Like I said, you can play it any way you'd like. So if you want to play it at a stable 60, you can do that. Or if you want to play with the super pretty, you can do that. Had a few minor hiccups with performance. This is an open world game. I don't know if this was like an indie studio or maybe a medium-sized studio, but I just was not impressed by this game. But performance was surprisingly pretty good. So anyway, gameplay / story. I'm going to beat it up a little bit here. Like I said, I didn't beat it, but the story was poor. From the looks of this game, I thought it was going to be pretty neat. And it starts out kind of cool, and I thought I might like it. But there's a few things about this game that really hold it back. The gameplay is okay. There's a few things that are really interesting about it. Upgrading your character and equipment. But man, it is repetitive, and there are a ton of just open world side quests that are just boring, unnecessary, and it got to the point where like you can beat this game under easy. There's no difficulty based platinum, which is terrible. I think every game should have that. I hate when games don't have it, so you can beat this game under easy. And under normal, that's the way I always play. I think that's the way the developers like intended to play a game. But it's just boringly easy. You can upgrade your character just a ridiculous amount to where like you just don't worry about dying. No enemies are tough. There's a part where you have to go take over certain strongholds, and it's just dumb and boring. And the reason I stopped this game was I started to notice the side quests were very boring, and I had completed like 8% of like the entire everything you can do in this game, and I was doing like the main quests and following one storyline of the main quests, and it was doing the same thing over and over and over, and it was so boring. Everything feels like a chore in this game. Finding it, so the cool components are like you can upgrade your weapons, like individual pieces of like your every part of every weapon, shooting weapons. My guy made like a really strong melee character that could dual. He was really good at dual wielding weapons. You can create your own weapons. That is really neat. But finding the parts for those weapons is a pain. Do not like it. I don't like the. Another thing I don't really like is the goofiness of the story. It's just. I think I found what turns me off in games, and it's just corniness. Goofy's okay, I guess, but corniness. Like, it's cringy, corny. I can't do games like that. That's why I don't like Fortnite. I don't like fart cloud grenades. Like this part right here is really cool. Upgrading your muzzle and every part. That's making your own weapons. I thought it was going to be amazing seeing that stuff. And that stuff is cool, so that's a huge plus of this game. But the world is empty. It's boring. There's no characters anywhere. You talk to them, and it's frustrating. Like, they go, roar, 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 and then you have to, the narrator reads it. The narrator is annoying. He's talking constantly about crap you don't care about. Yeah, you can adjust that. This is corny. Right here, dark and light. You have that. This game tries to do too much. It has a dark and light system, upgrade system. It's, it's pretty at times, but man, it is boring, dumb. It's overwhelming with the amount of side quests and stuff to do. I do not like this game at all. Anyway, gameplay / story 5. Replayability 1. I'll never play this game again. I had a buddy of mine say he liked the game. Sorry, man. I can't stand it. I'll never play this again. Fun factor 2. Initially, I had fun with the game. After a minute, I was just completely turned off of it. So graphics 8, performance 9, gameplay / story 5, replayability 1, and fun factor 2. Average those up, you get a 5 out of 10. I think that's being generous. I don't like this game at all. It's boring. It's just you go from area to area fighting guys that are too easy, doing a story that's not interesting. I don't like it. Another positive thing, though, I can say about it is and you have to go around and hit dumb statues and stuff at every turn. It's just dumb. Anyway, great use of the DualSense controller. Excellent. It uses the speaker, the haptics really well. They did that really well. Other than that, I don't like this game. When I started out, you can make your own character, create it exactly like you like it. I was like, man, this actually might be really cool. And I wanted to beat another game by the end of 2022, add it to the list. But man, I cannot suffer anymore through this game. I'm probably 6 to 7 hours into it, and I'm done. There's too many games I have to waste any more time with this. I didn't love it. It's just a mediocre game at best. There are things to like about this game, but to me there's too many things that outweigh it. It's just a boring world. I don't like the story. I don't like the corniness to it. I wouldn't recommend this game. I was about to say it's included in some of the PS Plus memberships. And maybe try it out if you subscribe to one of those, but if it's not worth $30 to me, it's not worth your time. I would not recommend it. Anyway, SirVern out.